variety. We are on lesson 76. It is on page 485, so hopefully, oh, you can't see it, 485. Hopefully you have your books out and ready, turned to that page. And this says we're doing division. We've done 2-digit answers. Now we're doing 3-digit answers. And we do these steps. We start with division, then we multiply, subtract, bring down our number. So I'm going to make sure I go over that in this example 1. And now let's see, example 1 is 790. Actually, hold on. I'm going to write it a little bigger. 794 divided by 3. Now I'm going to kind of do this so we can make these place values make sense. So 3 can go into 7 2 times. So there's 3 divided by 7 is 2. 3 times 2. Sorry, 3 divided by 7, that's not right. 3 goes into 7 2 times. 3 times 2 equals 6. Then we subtract. 6 subtracted from 7 is 1. Then we bring down our 9. 3 goes into 19. We can count 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. So 6 times, sorry this isn't working so well. 6 times, 6 times, and we get 18. And 18 subtracted from 19 is 1. Bring down that 4. And 3 goes into 14. Again, 3, 6, 9, 12. 4 times 3 times 4 equals 12. And we have 2 left over. So our answer would be 264 remainder 2. So here's our 3-digit answer, which is what we're doing that's a little different. So I've just put these so we can remember to put our numbers in the right place values. So if that helps you to make sure you're not just kind of writing your numbers wherever, doing these makes it nice and neat and keeps your numbers above where they go. Right. So that is our answer, 264 remainder 2. And here we go with example 2. We're talking about money. And this says, over here, the decimal point in the answer is placed directly above the decimal point inside the division box. So we're just going to move the decimal point up, same as we do when we line up our decimal points and for adding and subtracting, and put it right below it. We're going to do the same thing here. And we have $8.40. Yeah. So, $, $8.40. And on the outside is 3. So I can put my $sign up here. Decimal point goes there. And again, I can do this to keep my place values nice and even. So 3 goes into 8 2 times, because 3 times 2 equals 6. 6 subtracted from 8 is 2. Bring down that 4. 3 goes into 4. We can do 3, 6, 9, 3 goes into 24. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. 8 times. 3 times 8 equals 24. Then we subtract. And 24 subtracted from 24 is 0. Then we can bring down this 0. 3 goes into 0, 0 times, and we have nothing left over. Sorry, 3 goes into 0, 0 times. That's where 0 comes from. So our answer would be $2.80. And I made sure I put that decimal right there where it belongs. So you still got to put your decimal, and remember there's 1, 2, and then place value, then decimal, because this is our tenths and this is our hundredths. It's a little messy, sorry, But remember about your tenths and hundredths place values. All right, and example 3 says, at 4 p.m., there were about 500 cars waiting in lines at 7 highway toll booths. About the same number of cars were in each line. What is a reasonable estimate of numbers of cars in each line? So, they tell us to do it one way. I think we're going to do it a different way because we can just round after we figure out the answer for this. So, we put 500 on the outside and divided by 7 because there are 500 cars total, so we can't have a bigger number than 500, so that means we're dividing. 7 is our other key number, and each line tells us that we are dividing. So 7 can't go into 5, so it has to go into 50, and I'm just going to put these there so I have my place values. I know where they go. So 7 goes into 50 7 times, because 7 times 7 is 49. And 49 subtracted from 50 is 1. We bring down that 0. 7 goes into 10. 1 time 7 times 1 equals 7. And then 7 subtracted from 10 equals 3. So then we have remainder 3. So it would be like 71.3, sort of. So this 3 is what we're looking at because it says about how many and what is a reasonable estimate. So about an estimate tells us it's not going to be the exact. So this 3, does it make it go up because it's closer to 10, or does it make it go down because it's closer to 0? So we're looking to change this whole number. So because it's closer to 0, we go down, which turns 71 into 70. And it's asking about cars, so 70 cars. And it's just about 70 cars is our answer. So you could do your rounding at the end, or you could, the way they do it, is say, I know that 50 and 49 are pretty close, and 7 goes into 49. So they rounded the big number down to 490, which I don't like that because I feel like you'd get the most accurate answer doing it, figuring out the answer and then rounding. That seems the most accurate to me. And if you don't know your multiplication tables very well, it doesn't seem like foolproof to me. So I don't really care for this version, but you could just say 7 goes into 49 7 times, 0, and then you have 70. I like to figure out the exact answer and then round because I think we get the closer answer. Those are your examples. I'm going to do real quick some lesson practice numbers. I'm going to do example D and, no, I'll do C and D. C says $7.95 divided by 5. So we're going to put $7.95 on the inside and 5 on the outside. I'm going to put my $sign up here and move my decimal right up there. Then, just to help make it a little bit easier so I can figure out my place values, I'm going to do that. You don't have to. I'm just doing it for those of you who are struggling to keep your numbers organized up here at the top. So 5 goes into 7 one time. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 subtracted from 7 is 2. Bring down that 9. 5 goes into 29 5 times, because 5 times 5 is 25. Subtracting 5 from 9, you get 4. Then bring down that 5. And now 5 goes into 45 9 times, because 9 times 5 is 45. And we have nothing left over, so our answer then is $1.59. And I'm just going to write it down here, $1.59. Make sure you're putting your dollar sign up and your decimal up right away. Don't start your math yet. Put those up so you remember that that's where they go. And letter D is, let's see, 6 into 1,512. And see, I'm kind of writing my numbers bigger, so you guys don't just try to squeeze it in. Try your best to be neat. Now is the time to practice. So 6 can't go into 1, but it can go into 15. Oops. And then, sorry, that didn't work out so well. But there we go. So 6 goes into 15 2 times, because 6 times 2 is 12. And 2 subtracted from 5 is 3. And the 1s get canceled out. 6 goes into 31. Let's see. 5 times, because 6 times 5 is 30. Subtract that 1, we get 1. And 12. 6 goes into 12. 2 times, because 6 times 2 equals 12. And we have nothing left over. So then our answer there is 252. And you know, if you're not sure about your answers, you can always do the opposite of division, which is multiply. So if you multiply, let's see, 252 times 6, you should get 1,512, because 6 times 2, 12. 6 times 5 is 30, plus 1 is 1. Carry that 3. 6 times 2 again is 12, plus 3 is 5. And we did it right. And there you go. Please ask any questions and watch the next video for homework.